Hello and welcome back to the channel. Today we are in X-Plane 12 at Newark, New Jersey, flying the Dreamliner 787-9 to LAX. So it's a coast-to-coast flight. And behind the scenes, I'm just going to drop the flight plan into what I hope is the right folder. So I can directly download it from the FMS as company route. Let's see where's the FMS. That should be under outputs. Bear with me 1 second. Right. Now, okay, so the batteries need to be on first. If I can find it, there's the battery switch. Connect ground power units. Start to align irises. Navigation lights can come on. Main menu, aircraft configuration. We'll just keep the international setting. There we go. That was the wrong flight plan. Right, so this is in kilograms as well. Realistically, it should be pounds. Zero four weight should be 166.8. On 66.9, that's fine. Fuel required 35 tons. And that includes the 1 hour contingency I've put. There we go. Plane is loaded. Can easily check that here by the amount of fuel we have, 35.8. RSs should align in 10 minutes. In the meantime, let's sort out the FMS. There we go. So that entered easily. The flight numbers 1321. Cruising altitude is 40,000 feet. Right, so VNav is sorted. Right, now for ATIS information. Let's see airport KEWR, which is 134.82. One three four decimal 820 perhaps. Format error. Eight two zero. Let's try it here. That's a bit strange. I guess I'll have to use the state intentions shortcut.
NE4. Altimeter 3001. Density altitude -2100 feet. Unknown drone activity in the vicinity of the airport. Data link CPDLC may experience intermittent degradation across the field. Advise on course heading, altitude, and if traffic service is requested. Read back all runway and hold short instructions. Advise on initial contact you have information Yankee. Newark Liberty International Airport, information Yankee. 1551 Zulu. Arriving runways 29er, 22 left. Departing runways 29er, 22 right. Wind 275 at 8. Visibility 10. Sky conditions, few at 6,000 feet. Broken at 1,000 feet. Broken at 5,000 feet. Temperature -2. Dew point -14. Altimeter 3001. Density altitude -2100 feet. Unknown drone activity in the vicinity of the airport. Data link CPDLC may experience intermittent degradation across the field. Advise on course heading, altitude, and if traffic service is requested. Read back all runway and hold short instructions. Advise on initial contact you have information Yankee. Newark Liberty International Airport, information Yankee. 1551 Zulu. Arriving runways 2.
Right, let's get the clearance. Five more minutes till the irises align. Newark clearance United 1321 IFR to Los Angeles. Ready to copy. Let's hope I've got the right frequency.
I am I'm working on that clearance. Stand by.
Standing by, United 1321.
United 1321, heavy, cleared to Los Angeles. Radar vector ZIMZ, then is filed. Climb and maintain 3000. Expect flight level 38010 minutes after departure. Departure on 127.6, squawk 7146. Expect runway 22 right.
Cleared to Los Angeles, squawk 7146, United 1321. Expected runway 22 right, which is probably the same as the flight plan. Yep, 22 right. So that's already activated. Direct to ZIMZ.
Stand by for that clearance.
Expecting to land on runway 06 at LAX. 06 left ILS.
Newark clearance, this is
Is in
Delta
Angela.
2353 requesting IFR clearance to Atlanta with information Oscar on board type Airbus A321.
Now expected to climb and maintain 3,000 feet.
I'll have your clearance in just a second.
No, United 1532 requests IFR clearance.
1 second while I grab the paperwork.
Window heating, or is that?
5000, excess flight level 38010 minutes after departure, departure 127.6, squawk 2462, expect runway 92, runway 29 for departure
There we
for
go.
United 1532.
Let's get the seatbelt signs on. Seeing as there's already fuel, hydraulics and fuel pumps can come on. Is there anything in the center tank? Yep, there's 2.4 tons of fuel in the center tank. So center tank pumps can come on as well.
8685 heavy, I'm at gate
1 minute to IRS is
375.
aligned,
I'm
so
on
this screen will be
777W.
populated.
We have information golfer ready to copy IFR clearance.
Altimeter is set.
All right, we've been cleared to Vancouver. Radar vector scale, then is filed, maintaining
IFR
climb.
clearance received.
4,000 feet, expect flight level 340, 10 minutes after departure.
If you
Departure
haven't
on
already done so,
127.6.
please stow your
I
cabin
will
bags
squawk
in the overhead
3145,
lockers or under the
United
seat in front of you.
86,
Please take
85
your seat,
heavy.
fasten your seatbelt, and make sure
I'll
your
have your
seat
clearance
back
in
and
just a
folding
second.
trays are in the upright position. We remind you that this is a non-smoking flight. Smoking is not allowed anywhere on this aircraft, including in the lavatories. The lavatories are equipped with sensitive smoke detectors. Interfering with their operation in any way
Takeoff
is against the law. If you
28.8.
have any questions about our flight today, please feel free to ask one of the crew. Thank you.
Give me 1 second for that clearance.
Clear to Chicago O'Hare via radar vector scale.
28.8, I think is what I said.
Level 360. 10 minutes after
Yep,
departure.
28.8.
Departure on 127.6, squawk 1544, and departure runway has been changed to runway 11. That's United
right.
1875.
United 1875.
Expecting a dry runway.
A
Let's
link
get 80s one more time.
CPDLC may experience intermittent degradation across the field. Advise on course heading, altitude, and if traffic service is requested. Read back all runway and hold short instructions. Advise on initial contact you have information
257
Yankee.
and 8.
Newark Liberty International Airport, information Yankee. 1551 Zulu. Arriving runways 29er, 22 left. Departing runways 29er, 22 right. Wind 275 at 8. Visibility 10.
275 at 8.
Sky
Oops.
conditions, few at 6,000 feet. Broken at 1,000 feet. Broken at 5,000 feet. Temperature -2. Dew point -14. Altimeter 3001.
Takeoff
Density
trim should be
altitude
5.5.
-2100 feet. Unknown
Yep,
drone
IRS
activity in
aligned.
the vicinity of the airport. Data link CPDLC may experience intermittent degradation across the field. Advise on course heading, altitude, and if traffic service is requested. Read back all runway and hold short
Takeoff speed.
instructions.
Well, V2
Advise
speed
on
should
initial
be
contact you have
167.
information Yankee. Newark Liberty International Airport, information Yankee. 1551 Zulu. Arriving runways 29er, 22 left. Departing runways 29er.
I've changed that to ground. My squawk code was 7146. Right, let's get APU started. If I can, yep, there we go. I was going to see if I can remember how to. MCP is set. What's the runway heading for 22 right?
United 1480, request 9-bar clearance to London pending, please. 1 second for that clearance. Clear to Linden pending, international. Radar vectors LV, then as filed, departure runway 04 left. Climb and maintain 3000, departure on 127.6. Squawk 1631, United 1480.
That's 219. Right, so flight directors can come on.
Ground United 70 Heavy, United 90 Heavy, red check.
L9V nav, that's sorted. Altitude is already sorted.
United 90
Takeoff speeds
Heavy,
received.
ready to taxi to runway 4 left.
Trim done.
United 90
Fuel loaded.
Heavy, ready to
Auto
taxi.
brake set into RTO. Packs on. Trim air. Right, Newark ground, United 1321, ready for pushback and engine start. Equipment cooling.
United
On.
1321, heavy, Newark Liberty International Airport ground, pushback and engine start approved. Tail southwest.
Tail southwest, United 1321. So we're facing west, east.
United 1321, heavy, tail southwest.
Tail southwest. Okay, so nose in that direction.
Ground to cockpit. Please show me where you want to go. Ground to cockpit. Tow is driving up.
APU bleed. Does the APU bleed happen automatically? I can't remember now.
Okay, all doors and hatches are closed. Ready to connect.
Right for departure briefing. We're flying a 787-9. Takeoff weight is approximately 201 tons.
Tow connected and bypass pin inserted. Release parking brake.
35.8. Block fuel. Takeoff flaps will be 5. Release parking brake.
Starting pushback, and you may start engines.
I'm going to go for takeoff speed, no deceleration because of the Magknight's tendency to overshoot. Does the auto start happening? Anyway, back to the departure briefing. There's no convective or icing threat on departure. Initial routing is direct to Zims, then over to Mickey G. Terrain check not required because it's mostly flat. We've got a long runway, but still not taking any chances. And it's -2 degrees Celsius. That's still worth checking those brake temperatures on taxi. Engine 1 start. The traffic. Let's get airport showing as well.
Operation complete. Go ahead and set the parking brake.
Newark ground, this is Phoenix 474, request taxi to runway 22 right.
Phoenix 474, pushback and start approved, tail northwest.
Ground, this is Phoenix 474, request taxi to runway
Parking brake
22
set.
right.
Disconnecting tail. Stand by.
Taxi to 22 right via Alpha 8 Bravo, Romeo Mike. Contact tower 118.3 when ready for departure. Phoenix 474, thank you.
I'm not sure what's going on here, but we'll give it some time. Generators on the bus. Happy to disconnect. APU can come off. Broadband on.
Walker 4250, contact tower on 118.3, safe flight.
Tower 118.3, Walker 4250.
Tow is disconnected and bypass bin has been removed. Hand signal on the left. We'll see you next time and have fun up there.
EEC modes are on norm.
Start approved, tail west.
External power disconnected. All sides are on anti-ice. We'll probably go to auto just to be safe. There we go, bypass bin. United 1321, ready to taxi. Flaps 5.
United 1321, heavy runway 22 right taxi via Alpha Sierra Lima Romeo, hold short of runway 29 and then Zulu.
Alpha Sierra Lima Romeo, hold short of runway 29 then Zulu, United 1321. Let's get the old charts out. Runway 22 right.
I got one plane on my gate. Can you tell them to move, please?
United 1666, hold position. I'll
Can you
check
tell
on
them
the
to move,
traffic ahead.
please? Alpha Sierra Lima Romeo.
United 1666.
Alpha Sierra Lima Romeo. So I'm just going straight ahead. Taxi lights, runway turn-off lights are on. Anti-ice has required recall check. Let's do a flight control check. Full front, full back. Full left, full right, full left, full right rudder.
United 317 Heavy, ready to taxi.
Ground equipment clear for
United
checked.
317 Heavy, Newark Liberty International Airport ground. Push and start approved, tail northwest.
Taxi clearance received.
United 317 ready to taxi.
Parking brake
United
released.
317 ready to taxi.
Right. Let's start to roll. so I can sort of hear the engine volume because now it seems too quiet. For quantity, so it looks like I'm going to have to forfeit that 2.2 tons. Departure briefing is complete. We're heading to Romeo, then crossing runway 29 onto Zulu. So we've got the whole runway to use.
Cabin crew, please take your seats for takeoff.
Let's do a takeoff configuration warning test. No warning. So I'm going to take Sierra, then Lima, then Romeo.
Liberty ground, 5 Charlie Bravo, request IFR, JFK.
Have your SimBrief username set up, and you'll need to file your IFR flight plan on SimBrief. SimBrief is free. Go to the Say Intentions pilot portal, then settings, then enter your SimBrief username.
93021, heavy contact tower on 118.3, so long.
.3, so long. Speedbird United 1321. Newark Tower United 1321, holding short of runway 29. Get ready to cross.
United 1321 Heavy, Newark Liberty International Airport Tower, cross runway 29er, then continue taxi via Zulu.
Crossing runway 29er to taxi via runway taxiway Zulu. United 1321. Flying different airlines and different call signs is a bit confusing. That's the crosswind landed.
Mountain 8310 Newark Liberty Tower, line up and wait.
Mountain 8310, line up and wait.
First up.
10 line up and wait.
Release park and brake. Strobe lights on.
29.
Right, instruments are checked.
Heavy, we're still waiting to be switched over to departure.
FedEx 1314 Heavy, not yet. Remain on this frequency until instructed to switch to departure. Linden 1042, contact departure.
Over to departure, Linden 1042.
New York Tower, United 1321, holding short of runway 22 right, ready to depart.
United 1321 Heavy, runway 22 right, winds 270 at 8, fly runway heading, cleared for takeoff.
Cleared for takeoff, United 1321. Right, just need to beam my way into
two, right.
Into the runway.
Approaching runways. Magknight, contact departure.
Contact departure, Sierra Magknight.
Landing lights are on.
Luke 35 Quebec, contact departure on 119.2.
Checked. Rotate. Positive rate landing Europe. Contact departure, United 1321 Heavy. Where's the departure frequency? 119.2. Newark, departures United 1321, passing 4,000 feet for flight level 400.
Heavy Teterboro approach, radar contact, climb and maintain flight level 290, turn left heading 260, vectors to Z, then as filed.
Flaps up. Climbing flight level 290, then left heading 260, vectors to ZIMS, then as filed, United 1321. I totally forgot to turn on map enhancement.
Then as filed, please.
Roger, United 1321. 127.6 United 1321. Transponder should have been on. So that's sorted. Newark approach United 1321 at flight level 120, climbing to flight level 230. Sorry, it was meant to be 290.
Heavy Newark approach, good afternoon, Morristown, altimeter 29908.
2998 United 1321 heavy. Let's go. How do you release cabin crew? Flight level 340 United 1321 heavy. I totally forgot to turn on map enhancement. Landing lights can come off, runway turn off lights off, taxi lights off, strobe lights can remain on.
Heavy, contact New York Center on 127.175.
127.175 United 1321. New York Center United 1321, passing flight level 220 for flight level 340. Yeah, we're climbing very fast. Climbing to flight level 380 United 1321 heavy. I think I may have overdone it with this sound pack. Now we're going to make a left turn and then straight into some more challenging weather, probably worse than this light clouds that we've got here. Right, let's see where we should be in terms of altitude. We're meant to be at 29,500 feet, but we've overshot that. Now we're climbing to 40,000 feet. At a vertical speed of 1,700 feet per minute. Flying high, flying fast. If I can make it to 40,000 feet, then there's a chance that I'll fly above these clouds. I wonder which airline that is flying straight into it. Looks like a private jet. They're probably going to try and climb to 40,000 feet as well. After takeoff, auto throttle on, flaps are up. Okay, route manager. I did not try that. Hydraulics still all good. Seatbelts off. Pressurization is okay. Oxygen, let's see, air. 24 degrees. APU off. Altimeter should have got to standard a while ago. United 1321 request altitude change to flight level 400. And there we are, above the clouds. Now I've got 5 hours and 17 minutes till top of descent. I'll have to let the co-pilot take over. Let's see if that works on state tensions. Hello Brian, can you take over the radios for me? Hello Brian, can you take over the radios for me? No response. Okay, it doesn't look like the first officer is going to be taking over. The phasing wasn't working, so I've just adjusted that. I don't think it's going to show the ATE. It's actually not even showing the speed or anything. Let me cancel and start again. Still says pre-flight. for some reason it struggles to connect with. Okay, I think I have to go into settings. I moved my explain folder. It doesn't look like I can fix that at the moment. I think it's because I moved my explain folder to allow explain map enhancement work. And even though I forgot to turn on explain map enhancement, at least my explain is in the right folder on the PC. So if you have some future flights. Right, 5 hours till top of descent. Oh, 5 hours, 11 minutes. I will see you shortly. Denver Center, United 1321 Heavy, flight level 400. .075 United 1321 Heavy. That should be on 128. We have tuned in. Los Angeles Center, United 1321 Heavy, flight level 400. It's a bit windy. You can see clouds have now formed underneath.
United 1321 Heavy, Los Angeles Center, good afternoon.
And we're 25 minutes away, 23 minutes away from 12%. Flow-wise, there's 11.4 tons, so we're quite in a good place. After landing, I'll compare the foil to the flight plan. Copy descent information, United 1321 Heavy. Looks like we can still expect a runway 6. Was that 6 left approach? Yep. De Niro Angel 4 all the way to ILS runway 6. We're 7 miles away from SG. Let's see how much fuel should I have. At SG I should have 9.3 tons. I've got 10.7, so doing okay for fuel. At Arif, which is our last waypoint, I should have had 10.2, so still higher than expected, which is good. We've got a slight crosswind of 100 knots. Minutes from 12%. So I'll put flight level to 40. in the next 10 minutes, the plane should automatically start descending. Let's see, runway 6 left. Nav radio. The course should be 72. Let's clear that 072. Apparently it only takes the right format. And it's 108.50 with the course of 072. Landing information. Kilo KLAX, runway 6 left. Wind 150 at 7 knots. It looks like it's going to be a low visibility landing as well. What's all this? Interesting. I've never had this feature before. Okay, so those are the people on VATSIM. Right, visibility is 2. the altimeter doesn't make sense to me. Like altimeter 2997. That's 10:15 for QNH. Temperature 16. I suspect that there's a bit of rain in Los Angeles. Estimated landing weight is 174. Zero 29. Six left. I wonder where United Airlines parks. Bear with me a second, I'll just have a quick glance on flight radar. It looks like it's a bit of a taxi. So we were looking at Charlie 6. We're landing around here. So ideally, I'll take uniform. And I'll go with auto brake 3 as well. Calculate. It looks to me like I'm going to fly past the airport and then approach from over the water. To top of descent. Copy information regarding turbulence at flight level 390. United 1321 heavy. Well, they told us about the turbulence while we were already in the turbulence. Los Angeles Center United 1321 Heavy, ready to descend.
United 1321 Heavy, light to moderate turbulence reported near your altitude, flight level 390.
Copy that, United 1321 Heavy.
United 1321 Heavy, light to moderate turbulence reported near flight level 390, 39 minutes ago.
Noted, United 1321 Heavy. I wonder where that plane is flying from. Foxtrot. Oops. Foxtrot 92503. That's a Frontier Airbus A21neo from JFK to LAX. We've been told to descend, but not told which altitude to descend to. I've got 2.7 meters available, and that's auto brake 3. I'll probably use up quite a bit, so there will be just 1 meter left. So we may just about make taxiway uniform or taxiway tango. It turns out auto throttle disconnected. Heading 07 to match the course. That explains why the Airbus kept accelerating, and it seemed like we were stuck in the same place. Now, as I'm descending, might as well check checklist. Navigation radio is set. Course set. For quantity. Miles away from Angel. So I've got 2 tons more. Which is quite good. I did put an extra contingency for an hour worth of fuel because I suspected the plane might consume more fuel. Sim brief is not always accurate on the Magknight 787. I once did a flight to New York and ran out of fuel before I even got to Boston. This was after departing London Heathrow. Anyway, back to checklist. For quantity is good. Auto brake set to 3. Now for approach briefing. Expecting Angel 4 arrival, which is correct. ILS 06 left. But now that I think about it, why is it 072? Yeah, it's 072, okay, interesting. So what's the course for runway 7 left and right? It's the same course, interesting. 125.65 United 1321 heavy. One to 5.65. That's in there. Los Angeles Center United 1321 heavy descending to flight level 100. Just gonna zoom in here. Right, approach speed should be flaps 30 plus 5. 157 knots. Visibility is 2, as we saw on the Avitab. I mean, it's probably not a bad idea to tune into ATIS 133.8. Altimeter 2997.
Sky conditions. Standard at 700 feet. Broken at 1600 feet. Solid
Wind 145 at 7. Visibility 2. Arriving runway is 6 left and 7 right.
Altimeter 29.
Cloud as low as 2,800. Solid overcast. Bird activity.
Helicopter operations in progress. Expect increased activity in the area. Advise on initial contact. You have information.
Right, approach briefing is complete. Let's check Mr. Approach information.
United 1321, Heavy Los Angeles Center, contact SoCal approach on 124.3.
124.3 United 1321 Heavy. So I'm flying directly over the runway, and then I'll make a U-turn. It doesn't seem very safe. One to 4.3. United 1321 descending for Los Angeles ILS runway 6. Should have said 6 left. Missed approaches 36. No, it's not. Come to 600, then 3000.
United 1321 Heavy, runway 6 left is active. Expect ILS runway 6 left approach.
Expect an ILS runway 6 left approach. United 1321 Heavy. minimum should be 300. Hopefully the visibility improves because 2-mile visibility is not the best. That's an ATS received. Engine instruments checked, flight space. Hydraulic systems, all seem good. Air conditioning, still 24 degrees. So it's dropping from 24 degrees now. Power systems, window heating is already on. Landing data.
Right, heading 275.
Interesting. Now I'm being vectored. Turning right, heading 275 United 1321 heavy. Approaching 10,000 feet, so landing lights can come on. Runway turn off lights, strobe lights will remain on anyway. Seat belts. Altimeter settings is set. Navigation radios set. So I get the feeling eventually I'm going to connect to Nathan.
left heading 245.
Turning left heading 245, United 1321 heavy. We've got 23 miles to lose, 5,000 feet. So the airport is around there somewhere. Nathan puts us 6 miles away from the runway. Fuel was still good, hydraulics still good, electrical all good. Normal.
Heavy, turn left heading 220.
Left 220 United 1321 Heavy. Flaps 1. Flaps 2, sorry, flaps 5. Wipers. Window heat is already on. Flaps 15, landing radar.
Cleared for the ILS runway 6 left approach.
Left heading 105, cleared for ILS runway 6 left approach. United 1321 Heavy.
United 1321 Heavy. Contact Los Angeles Tower on 120.9 when established.
One 209.95 United 1321 Heavy. Luckily, I'm on the localizer. Los Angeles Tower, American 1321 Heavy on localizer for ILS runway 6 left approach.
United 1321 Heavy, Los Angeles Tower, roger. Continue approach runway 6 left.
Continue approach runway 6 left, United 1321 Heavy. right. .71. We're going to hold 3000 until on glide slope. And we're going to aim for 147.
United 1321, heavy.
What happened there?
Los Angeles Tower, winds 140 at 7. Runway 6 left. Cleared to land, caution bird activity.
Clear to land, runway 6 left, United 1321 heavy. Flaps 30. Just gonna zoom in. On localizer, engine instruments, maximum speed 250. Auto brake set.
American 31, contact departure on 124.3. American 31.
Okay, I can see flare here, so it looks like there's Autoland feature on the Magknight. Okay, this ought to be interesting. Yesterday I did an Autoland in Dubai using the enabled A350 on Microsoft Flight Simulator.
Lufthansa 112, welcome to Los Angeles. Contact ground on 121.75.
Let's increase the wipers.
Approaching 06 left.
There's the runway. Is it gonna go well? Is it gonna be a crash? Got throttle. Manual braking. welcome to Los Angeles. Used up slightly more runway than I thought. Let's watch a replay and then proceed to park. Toggle replay, where's that?
Runway 6 left, cleared to land.
What's a bad landing? Right, that's the landing into
24 right.
Los Angeles. Los Angeles Tower, clear of runway 6 left. Switching to ground frequency on 121.75, United 1321, heavy. One two one decimal 75, okay. Los Angeles ground, United 1321 heavy, clear of runway 6 left. Ready to taxi to gate. I've had some trouble in Microsoft Flight Simulator 2024 where it keeps suggesting gates that are occupied. I'll see if I can preempt it here by picking my own gate and then requesting to taxi there.
United 1321, heavy, Los Angeles ground, taxi to United Airlines Maintenance Center, stand 18A via Romeo, Echo, Lima, Charlie, Charlie 3. Good day.
Pushback and startup approved, KLAX, Catbird 104.
Okay, I think I found one. 68 Bravo. United 1321 request taxi to gate 68 Bravo. Now it looks like the gate is taken. Anyway, release parking brakes. Oh, I just set it. Auto brake off.
Stopping North Ground, American 7161 requesting
Romeo Echo. Romeo Echo Lima Charlie.
United 1321 heavy taxi to gate 68 Bravo via Romeo Echo Lima Charlie Charlie 7. Good day. Korean Air 18 heavy pushback approved. Tail south.
Romeo Echo Lima Charlie Charlie 7. Good day. United 1321 heavy.
American 3128 heavy. We're just wondering what our departure SID is.
Approaching 24 left.
Flaps up. Landing lights off. Strobe lights off. That's quite cool doing an auto land. I mean, it could have been smoother. But at least the feature is still available. We're looking for taxiway Lima. We should be on the left somewhere. Last taxiway Quebec.
United 627, contact tower on 120.905, safe flight.
095, 67, thank you, today.
United 518 would like gate Alpha 69.
I'm just gonna squeeze past through this Qatar Dreamliner. And Korean Airlines 747.
United 627, contact tower on 120.905.
095, United 627.
Flight directors off. Transponder can go back to standby.
Ladies and gentlemen, we hope you enjoyed your flight today. Please remain seated with your seatbelts fastened until the seatbelt signs have been switched off. You may now maybe receive phone calls as well as use your handheld mobile devices. Take care when opening the overhead lockers, as items may have shifted during the flight and could fall out and cause injuries. Before leaving the aircraft, check that you have all of your personal belongings with you, and remember that smoking is not permitted until you have reached a designated smoking area. Once again, we thank you for flying with our airline, and wish you a safe onward journey.
APU start.
Contact tower on 120.905, safe flight.
0.95 minutes, 150. Los Angeles back in morning, get out to 237, ready for push to start.
And anti-ice can come off.
Los Angeles ground, push and start approved, tail west.
And there's the real United 1321. Arrived at roughly the same time. I did notice it departed after us in real life and still arrived before. I'm not sure where I can fit, probably here.
Los Angeles ground, Catbird 104 at gate 141. Requesting pushback and startup.
United 1321 Heavy, request gate change to gate 82.
Pushback and startup approved. Tail east. Catbird 104.
United 1321 Heavy, not clear what you said. Say again.
United 1321 Heavy, request gate change to 71B. Oh no.
United 1321 Heavy, taxi to gate 71 Bravo via Romeo Echo Lima Charlie Charlie 7. Good day.
German Cargo 533 uniform, we have an aircraft ahead of us on the taxiway.
German Cargo 533 Heavy, hold position, give way to the aircraft ahead.
Give way to the aircraft ahead, German Cargo 533 uniform.
Vacuum brake set. Right. Thank you for joining me on yet again another flight. We've made it safely to LAX with Autoland, which is quite the accomplishment for me. Engines can come off. Shortly exterior lights will come off as well. Engine generators off. External power. There we go. Seatbelts off. External power on the bus beacon, if I can find it, should go off. fuel pump switches off. Well, that's the window heat, but they can go off as well. Fuel pumps, there we go. And hydraulics.
Cabin crew, doors to manual and cross-check.
Welcome to LAX once again. See you on the next one.